Let's go over the new leaks, the news about a warning to the game, and the time for the new update. Hello, it is sisterguard here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in a rise. And before we go over everything I have just mentioned in our lovely intro, please make sure you smash the like button, do the same subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Let's get running into it. So first things first, I'm going to break this up into chapters. So if you don't want to see something or you already know about it, or you just want to know more, they're there for you. But we're going to go over the new sneak peeks that have been dropped on the Discord, along with the update time, because we do have an official update time. So let's get into it. So first things first, we have the newest one that has come out, especially when I'm recording this video, and there's three things to note. We have on the far right over here, we have what looks like the Gojo, which if we're looking at where this is orientated, that's face, that's a new area, possibly chainsaw. I think Gojo may be a raid area. Possibly. Let's go see where that kind of looks at here in a minute. We can kind of figure out, because that may be where Ant is. Because we've had a notification before in a poll that that's going to be going away. I'll show you all that here in a minute. But yeah, that definitely, I think Chainsaw is going to be a new island. We also have this little bell right here. So another button. What does this bell do? What is this bell part of? Is this part of going to be guilds, which has been announced? Or is it going to be something else? I'm a little curious as to why we have a bell. Now, if you're wondering why I'm thinking that the Jeju raid is going to be going away, we have this poll right here. It says the Jeju Island event is ending. Do you want it to continue once per hour? So I don't know if they're going to change it out for something else. This is kind of leading to some curious questions as to, is Badru still going to be available, or is he now going to be limited? That also is curious about the AFK chamber. Kind of wish we had a little more information on this, but we don't. But let's go ahead and check out where that was located at with face. So this is where that screenshot was taken. That definitely could be a new island over there for Chainsaw, because that is in the direction of Braum. But over here, if we look where Gojo icon is, well, what's out here? This is where the raid area is, so I don't know if they're going to add like a whole, like 2 brand new islands. That would kind of be nuts. That would be a lot of content for us to have in one update. So it could be the release of a new Ant. Guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't particularly know on that one. I'm a little bit curious to see what that exactly means. The next one I want to go over is they're now going to be adding this video, or these video tutorials, which is cool. I think it's great. Devs, we need to start talking about royalties when you start doing exactly what I'm asking for. But no, joking aside, they have a new tutorial for everyone. And they also have guilds. Now, I want to pause on the screen because, one, you can now discover who the top guild is. You can also create. But it says you can team up and create a guild to unlock exclusive benefits. Contribute to your guild vault and climb the leaderboard. This makes me think, if y'all ever played Pet Sim 99 and how their guild system works, this makes me think we're going to have a new use for diamonds or gems. So I'm a little curious here on how this is going to work. I think we may be using gems for this. Now, I'm going to get a lot of questions in the comment section down below about this. And my answer about guilds, especially if I'm going to have one, here's the rest of it, by the way. It very much so looks like Pet Sim 99, how they did theirs. As far as guilds go for me, I will have a guild. I will not be running it. I have some staffers that will be working it for me. It'll be up to their discretion. So that's kind of the only thing for me. I'm not like one to be like super hyper competitive with stuff. I'm more about a me, myself, and I grind. I'm not one to be like, I have to be the best of the best. But if we be the best of the best, we be the best of the best. I'm not like super fixated on that. I know a lot of other people have been like, let's get it. Yeah, no, if y'all have ever met me, I'm not like that, or have watched my content for any amount of time. I'm not like that. That's kind of all the new stuff. There is one leak from like eons ago that was never used, that I'm curious as to if we will be seeing that, other than there's cutscenes added. It's this leak here, or this wolf. This wolf has not yet been added to the game. So I'm a little curious as to see if we'll ever get it, or if it's in a coming update. It looks cool. Hopefully we'll be seeing that soon. This may be part of the guilds. As far as official update time, that has been announced, guys, if you're not aware. And it will kind of segue into our last bit of things that we have going on. So if you go to the announcement channel, they have right over here, Saturday, March 29th, 2025, and that is auto-converted for my time zone of 10 a.m. Central Standard. So whatever that means for y'all is 10 a.m. Central Standard. So you can use Google like change. So some people it's noon depending on your time zone. For my time zone, that's what it's going to be. So if you're wanting to find out exactly what it is in the main Discord. You just need to hover over this announcement. Now the last announcement we're going to go over is, I wasn't even aware this happened, was apparently the day before this video is coming out, the game went down. It was basically shut down for a moment and then came back. Now, what this is likely related to is copyright. I'm going to try to explain this as best as I can. Copyright, most people know that, especially if you're in the United States or you hear about it. There's a lot of fair use. A lot of country use fair use. The problem is the anime that most of us love and adore is governed by a different amount of, or a different copyright system. So as of right now, they're just warning us that they are having a warning or a strike with this from what they are communicating. And so hopefully they do what Roblox needs them to do and changes it, which means we may have some character model changes, some name changes, things like that. So we kind of got to be understanding with the devs. But I kind of want to explain the copyright and why this is kind of a big deal and why all of these anime games keep getting taken down. Arise is not the only game that has anime in it. We have this one, this one, this one. I'm just going to keep going. Y'all tell me when I need to stop. Like there's tons of them. This is a Pokemon one. I'm really surprised this one's still alive because Nintendo's pretty vicious with them. But you know, we have several that use lots of anime themed things. And the reason this is becoming an issue is if we start looking at the animes they're using. So animes like One Piece are in Japan. They follow Japanese copyright law, and that's important here in a minute. We also have Black Clover's from Japan, Naruto's from Japan, Bleach's from Japan, even Solo Leveling, even though it's from Korea, it is based out of Japan for its anime adaptation. Now, the reason this is important is South Korea has really kind of fair use policy for some of their copyright law, but Japan copyright law does not include fair use. Meaning, if they see someone gaining money with their property, they have a right to take it down. And if stuff is not differentiated enough, this is what the big issue we're coming into is a lot of these animes are from Japan and they don't have fair use like they do in the United States or any of the other like regions. It's why, what was it? AA got taken down the first time. That's why other games get copyright strikes. Most of the time, these companies don't care about the little games. The problem is what was it? We hit 235,000 players recently. So yeah, they kind of have a little bit of a problem with that, and I can kind of understand. If someone was taking my stuff, I would be upset. I on occasion, there are people that make thumbnails very similar to mine. Do I care? No. As long as they're not using my exact thumbnail, it's fair use. And that's how most copyright stuff works. But the problem is for countries like Japan, they don't have that. If it looks, smells, or even breathes like their original content, then that's part of that. So we kind of got to watch. I really hope the game doesn't get taken down. It would be sad. But I mean, there's other games on Roblox if that does happen. But yeah, that's kind of the situation with that is. So I'm very hopeful that the dev team will do the right thing. I know they're very proud of their stuff. But if we start seeing some changes like Mihawk or any of these others start losing some facial hair or some hats go missing, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. So just kind of keep that in mind with the game the following weeks. If, you know, Kane starts looking a little bald. So I just want to throw that out there that's kind of what's going on. So they really haven't spoken too much. I don't know the specific on what they got dinged on. It could also be the One Piece anime that had a very successful game. I don't even have the thumbnail for it. So yeah, I don't know particularly, but that's kind of my understanding of what's going on. So hopefully this video was helpful. I look forward to seeing y'all with the new update. And y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions about the sneak peeks I showed. I would be very, very curious. All right, I'll see y'all next time.